to get on board with that. So, yeah. Thanks for coming to Toasted Tuesdays. I hear my voice echoing in the background. Ha! His computer.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No? What went wrong? It's like something went wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
Okay, well, hey. Today,
Oh yeah, you hear it from my headphones.
we are making crock-pot chicken cheese steak sandwiches. It's a little bit a little bit late for a crock-pot recipe, so we're definitely not going to be eating until like 10 o'clock. Yeehaw. Get stoked. You guys ready? Are you ready?
Alright, yeah?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we are. We need 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. We only have 1 pound. We never cook 2 pounds. Everybody knows this by now. Why cook 2 pounds? We need 1 medium, oh, it was yellow onion, and I told you it didn't matter. Well, we have a white onion, and not a yellow onion. Oopsies. Are we on this one?
On that.
Oh, you're on my phone. Okay, cool. So I don't have to look anywhere. Does that turn on? It doesn't turn on. So here I am. I don't know. I was like, is there a tally light on the back of it? And I don't know because I'm not looking at it. I guess not. So I have 1 medium, not so yellow onion. We're probably going to only use half of this because we only did half of our chicken. 1 green bell pepper sliced into thin strips. Again, maybe only a half of this. We're going to use all the full spices because we like to spice it up. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 3 tablespoons of steak sauce. All right here. This says 6 hoagie buns. We only have 4 because that's what Publix had. Sorry. Let's do this. Spray the inside of the crock pot with non-stick spray. I didn't get that out. I'm not prepared. I'm so sorry. I also already turned on my crock pot, so it got like nice and toasty, so hopefully it cooks a little bit faster. So this is probably going to be like, what the fuck, you dumb bitch.
Look at smoke cloud.
All right. We are going to lay the onion and the bell pepper slices in the bottom. I guess I should cut those first. Right? Do you know what? Last time I used onion, I didn't cut it on live TV because it always makes me cry. So here we are. Guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna be crying. I really hate peeling onions. Like, it's the most bullshit task in the world. Like, why can't I buy already peeled onions? Also, I want somebody to chop them for me before I buy them. Wouldn't that be great? All right. How you like your onions chopped, Bobo?
I don't know. However they need to be
How
chopped.
does it need to be chopped?
Yeah,
Whatever the instructions say, that's how I like them chopped.
Slice
Also,
into
yeah.
thin strips.
Paying attention now.
How do you like your onions chopped?
Thin strips.
Thin strips. We'll see what we can get. We need some better knives, babe. Would you agree?
I'll work on it.
All right. I mean, this isn't your shitty knife, so it's not your fault.
Pretty
I was
good.
just like, this one, this is my knife.
No.
This blue knife?
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's definitely mine. Because my mom got me all crazy colored nonsense.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yours are all the black-handled ones.
Okay.
Perfect. Sounds good.
I have all like the bright, funky nonsense. Onion down, but we're not using that. It's fine.
I don't need to make sure she doesn't forget that it fell on the floor and like accidentally
Are
use
these
it.
thin enough onion strips for you?
Well, I think they're gonna like curl up in the
They're
in
gonna be
cooking
there,
them.
right?
So
This is like a fun task, me peeling onions. You guys like super stoked on me like peeling apart my onions right now? We're not gonna use that one because that's not a thin onion. I've gotten it this far and no tears have been shed. I would like to proclaim. Look at all them onions, onions. We could also throw some of these on the stove and have some, what do you call those onions? Like if I cook them in olive oil and then
Caramelized?
caramelized onions. Yeah, we could have some of those. No? Not feeling it?
I mean, you could. You're right.
Okay. How do we feel? But I mean, caramelized, that's like what's on a real Philly cheesesteak,
Yeah,
right?
that's what's on there too. Yeah.
These aren't going to be caramelized. They're just going to be like onions.
They're gonna be cooked.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to be caramelized. There's
Correct.
this.
There is.
All right. Half of a green pepper isn't actually a lot of a green pepper. You know?
I mean, I feel like that's still a decent amount of pepper, but if you want more, you can put more in there.
As long as I don't knock it on the ground like I did the onion. Boom. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Alright, are these thin enough green onions?
Yes.
Thin enough green onions? Okay. Do we want a little bit more green onion?
It's up to you.
I feel like our onion to green pepper ratio is like a lot of onion versus a little bit of. But what happened?
Nothing happened, but every time I set up cameras,
Uh huh.
you stand opposite of whatever the camera is set up for.
You could have moved me.
I could have, but that's usually harder.
Oh, you wanted me to stand here.
Well, that's where you normally stand when you're doing.
Oh, but I have this
I
too,
know,
so I was
that's
like, let me.
complicated.
I'm sorry. Fucked it all up.
It's okay. Look, now we got a good shot.
Do you know what though? I'm pretty sure I didn't say fuck until like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
So that's an improvement.
It's 8 minutes, but yeah.
Oh well, still an improvement.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what am I doing next? I gotta lay the chicken titties on top. This is, we had last night. What did we have last night? With the chicken. Oh, we made tacos. You guys are
Yeah, we
all
did
on our
chicken
taco
tacos.
recipe. So we did that with half of the chicken because we never do a full thing of chicken for anything because why do we need to? We don't. And this is the rest of it.
We always get the Aldi, like, it's like what, 12 chicken?
Yeah, it's like 2 pounds.
Tenderloin.
12 tenderloins. And we split it in half and it becomes 2 meals for us. So yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna. I'm pretty sure both hands touched it, so I'm just being careful. Timing me again?
Like timing you?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. I feel like I usually get timed or I get called out if I don't wash my hands for 20 seconds.
Well, I do, yeah.
Okay. Now we are going to put our salt and pepper and our garlic powder and steak sauce over the chicken. This is a really easy one. This is like basically all we're gonna do. I'm not actually gonna measure this. We're just gonna, should I measure it? Do you want me to measure it? A quarter of a teaspoon. That's not a lot of salt at all. That's all of the salt we're using.
How much is it?
A quarter of a teaspoon. That's like nothing. And you salty bitch, I know you like your salt.
Very much so.
How do you feel about that little of salt?
Just add more later.
We're gonna add an 1/8 teaspoon to this and just go for it. All right, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. So we got a little bit more there. Boom. And then last but not least, it's actually not last, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're almost out. We gotta add that to our list. I think I've said that probably like the last couple of Drunk Kitchens. And then I always forget, because we don't ever buy spices, because we're usually like fully stocked on them. You know?
Gonna have to go on a spice run.
Spice run. 3 tablespoons of steak sauce.
I'm sorry, what?
Steak sauce. Worcestershire.
That's not steak sauce.
That's not steak sauce? What's the difference? I don't eat steak.
That's not steak sauce.
Oh.
Steak sauce is usually thick, like A1.
Oh, do we have that?
I don't think so.
Is there like actual steak juice in it? Because I don't eat actual
I don't
steak
think
juice.
there's steak juice in it. Like the closest thing that we
That's
have
steak
would be-
sauce.
Yeah. HP sauce. How old is that?
Probably very old. Like I don't even know what Clear Value is. Best by 40117. Do we want to risk it or no?
What's it? I mean, it's pretty much just tomatoes and spices. That's what most barbecue sauce is.
We could probably also just use like barbecue sauce.
You probably could. But Worcestershire.
This is steakhouse barbecue sauce. We're gonna use barbecue sauce because I feel a little bit better about it.
This smells fine. I mean,
What's in it? Like you said.
smells perfect. I would use it. Smells like A1
It's
sauce.
tomato puree. Yeah, it smells like A1.
Distilled vinegar, corn syrup, salt, raisin paste, crushed orange puree, spices and herbs, dried garlic and onion, caramel coloring, xanthan gum, potassium sorbate to preserve freshness. So that potassium sorbate's doing its job. That's what's happening right
There's not a
now.
lot in it that can go bad.
Use it.
Tastes like A1.
Yep.
Use it?
I
Okay.
agree. Yeah, so
Alright.
3 years.
What'd I do with my
Past
thing?
its expir- 3 years past its expiration.
3 years, all right. Good job, Clear Value. Hopefully you don't kill us. I still kind of want to use some barbecue sauce now, though.
Shits tomorrow while I walk.
Right. Right.
It's okay, you're working from home.
It's okay. We already had Taco Bell today, and look how that turned out. Do you want me to use a tablespoon of barbecue too, or use all this?
I would use all that. I mean, you could add more barbecue sauce if you want to.
We're gonna add a barbecue sauce because now I'm heart set on it. I'm like making a mess.
Is that new?
That doesn't have a ton of flavor.
It's not supposed to be like
Kick you in the face.
overwhelming. It's supposed to complement the steak.
I don't eat steak. Oh, well, we're just gonna do a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of blah, 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 blah. Okay, we only have one more step left, I'm pretty sure. And that is to add the chicken broth. I just wasn't sure what. Look at that. See, that's why I keep you around. You were like, don't use Worcestershire sauce, you dumbass.
Just love how you were like, oh, it's steak sauce.
Yeah.
I was like, not really.
No, it is. All right, we have, this calls for half, but since we cut everything else besides the spices in half, it's a quarter. So I'm gonna put this in, and then I will let you know whether I think it's enough juice or not, and whether we're gonna add a little bit more. Oopsies, I already went over the line. So, all right. No, it needs it. Cause how else is it gonna cook in the bottom there?
It's gonna cook. All that stuff you just put in there is gonna.
Die down?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a full.
The chicken's pretty fatty too. Like the last few times we've cooked that chicken, it's been pretty liquidy.
Yeah, I just always add chicken broth to things that don't call for
Oh,
it.
I'm very well aware.
But
You love
it
adding
keeps
chicken
the
broth.
chicken very like tender. And that's it. So what does this say? Cover and cook on low heat for 6 to 7 hours or high heat for 3 to 4 hours. We're high heating it for 3 hours. Hey Google, set a timer for 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours.
And
Starting now.
we'll be back at 8:30 to let you know what's up and what's good. Does that sound good? Would you guys agree? I made a mess. Okay. I have to drink my beer because I have to always sign off that way. This is like the shortest episode ever.
15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not even that drunk. Even though we took shots.
What the heck?
What the fuck? Okay.
Are you drinking the whole thing, or?
No, I just poured this beer before this episode and I haven't drank that much of it, so I can't chug it.
So bye.
And it's heavy beer. It's an Oktoberfest. So thank you. We'll talk to you at 8:30 and we'll let you know how this nonsense is.